Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth. It is lovely to have you back. And today I'm going to talk about myself, my story, and some of my secrets. Not so many people, actually, even my friends, know about this side of me. So it's kind of personal and private. But I'm going to share it with you because I know in one way or another it's going to inspire you or teach you something. So it is basically about how spirit, my soul and my mind have been working together to better my life. Growing up, I didn't have the privilege uh, to have a basic, normal high school education. So it could have been really hard for me, but that was not a problem at all because I have God and my mind working for me. So it started when I was really young. I was still in grade six, grade five, grade six there. I don't know how it happened, but in a way, I was able to elevate my consciousness. Uh, it was helping me uh, to to have that way of guiding myself in a way, like I was feeling like someone or something is guiding my life and directing me to the right direction. So it was an advantage for me. So I was really struggling in primary school. It wasn't easy. Most of the time, I was sent home because of lack of school fees, and I can never complain about that at all at this time because that is in the past. I It was hot and sweet. Basically, it left me with a lot of traumas from my childhood, but it's something that I've been working and dedicated to heal myself, and so far, so good. So I've been doing a great job for myself in healing myself. So, how my conscious got into a level of helping me or so connected to my creator to better my life, I don't know how it happened, but I started having this. Uh, it's basically my clear senses were aroused in a way. I don't know, because maybe I was spending a lot of alone time. I don't know. Or maybe because I was doing something authentic. I don't know, because I was a very young girl. But then again, I could tell it was aroused by my genetics. So because my parents, they could have these vivid dreams, not so clear, but I could hear that from my ancestors there were roots where they have the same cycle. So I knew it was a part of a normal cycle in our family, like a pattern continuing. So that was not a problem at all. But mine got it into another level. And when it happened, I started disconnecting with school, with studies. I could barely follow rules, like, get fed information. It was not sinking at all. So I was having issues. I was constantly sick, going home, because I'm not digesting anything. It was like I was living in two different worlds at that time. There was this thing of my consciousness being on the different dimension, and I have a soul here. And it was not something I could discuss with anyone because I did not know anything of what was happening. I just thought, I'm a psycho in a way. And up to date, I sometimes think I'm a psycho, which I think I am because I actually don't function normally like normal people. Like when it comes to solving uh normal issues, I don't solve them at a normal state of mind. Like mine is on another level. It's basically crazy up there. But now the fact that I've done a lot of research, a lot of studies, and with the world of free information and internet, ignorance is a choice. So I chose not to ignore the fact that I want to learn things and just decided to just dive into it and get this knowledge, try to understand myself, try to understand so many things that were bothering me. Because since I was little, I could go to church, uh, you know, have normal Sunday school church services, when I was a young adult, the same thing. When I was a teenager, the same thing. But still, something was missing. I could feel that something somewhere is missing. I could even do fasting, dry fasting, up to 3 days. It was crazy. And at that time, my conscience would totally, totally be up there, blowing my mind. It was crazy, and I started coming up with uh, visions, reading other people's energies, having vivid dreams, predicting future, getting to know other people's deep secrets that they would not share. So it was crazy for me, but again, it was an advantage because I was getting to know stuff about my future. I would just sleep and just wake up with, in the morning when I wake up, I could be having this vivid dream of how events are going to unfold throughout the day. Maybe I'm going to meet this person, a friend of ours or a friend of mine I would, just meet them, you know, suddenly things were happening magically in a crazy way. So I don't feel feeling like I was crazy because, yeah, I think I was crazy and I'm still crazy. So it got me to this point of trying to understand how does my dreams, my spirit, my head, my brain, how how does it have the connection? Sorry, because these are not stuff that we learned in school. No, I don't think we learned them at any time or any point in life. So I got curious, and I think it just happened, and God have ways of getting information to someone. So a friend of mine gave me a self-help book. I actually have never thought of reading a self-help book before. So I was troubled, worried, stressed out, was having anxiety. It was crazy, and it was a moment of my life where I was so, so depressed. So a friend of mine gave me a book that turned my life upside down. Yes, it answered all the questions that I was having. Sorry, that I was having. It gave me an opening. It gave me some clarity, some things, you know, when I was reading that book and I was digesting information, I was feeling my energy rising, like feeling every fiber of my hair is standing straight because the energy was just so much. It was like waking up from a dream that you never thought you would wake up from. So coming from a depression, anxiety, uh, phase of your life, then reading this something that is giving you, it's answering all your questions, and it's been there before for so many years. I felt like that was the best time, and it changed my life. It's been less than 2 years now, and my life have never been the same again. Well, it have been having some ups and downs, which is a normal thing. We all have blows in our lives. So the question is, how long does that blow affect you? So for me, I just take things easy and they just flow to the right direction. So what I got to understand after reading that book, I got to understand that so many things are connected uh, to our mind, our souls. Okay, I had to distinguish or to understand what's the connection between religion, spirituality, our bodies, our mind. It was something that was unfolding, and with my curious curious self, I got really curious, and you know, I am always a curious person. So I started researching, I started learning, I started, helping myself. I dived in way too deep. And I got the help I needed, I got the answers I needed, and I got to understand that this thing that I was feeling when I was younger, when my consciousness was aroused to a different level, what it was, what I actually learned is that I was functioning in a very abnormal uh, rhythm of brain called gamma, high gamma. So for normal person is beta, and mine was gamma, high gamma. So I was feeling like I'm crazy at the time. I was having a lot of energy. I was having a lot of download information. You know, sometimes I would just think, what was I even talking about? Because I've said so many things. I was not prepared to say those accurate many things, or even talk to someone with that manner. But it was all positive actually. It was nothing that I could complain about. So it was all positive. But I used to wonder, where am I getting all this information from? I did not know. But I just kept on. I did amazing things. I manifested great things, trips, instant money, people in my life, friends, jobs. I got that chance to experience, to just live my dream, even if it was not so many big things, but at least I got an experience to manifest something instantly. Okay, it was not constant because in most so many cases I would fall from grace, and it was sad, and it was an up and down trip for me, which was not so healthy but very normal, just like anybody else. So I tried to understand. Okay, every time I was low, I would think, what made me go to this level at this particular time? I was high in energy, everything was going smoothly. So, what was happening actually? I could not get the answers. So, I was having this troubled mind all the time. But then again, it's like I was having another hand or something that was helping me with every information that I need. I would just sleep. I would just sleep when I was feeling so low, and then wake up with some answers about my life. I did not know what was that actually, but it was helping me. So I stuck to that until less than 2 years ago when I met that friend and gave me that book. It is a book actually by Dr. Joseph Murphy. It's called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So it helped me to understand, to connect how spirituality, how your spirit, God, the inner self, and how the teachings that we were learning from the church, how to connect them all. So it gave me as clarity, or a smooth bridge to connect the whole thing. And frankly speaking, my life have never been the same again. It has been smooth, a little bit rough edge, but smooth all the way. I could never be grateful then. Then this time I am so thankful. I feel a lot of gratitude. I feel that I feel like, you know, I always have that God, I feel like God's favorite because I never get stuck. I don't worry anymore. I don't have stress anymore. I have peace of mind. I have happiness. I have this energy that is guiding me. I don't feel crazy and lost like I used to feel back then. So it is a beautiful journey so far. So it was weird at some point. And the fact that these days the my psychic ability. sorry, which came with the arousal of my consciousness. It is a normal thing that happens. So it is on another level these days. I can do so many things, read people's energy, tell, predict other people's future, get to know other people's secrets. I feel like I'm so into other people's lives, but it's not something that I mean to know. I just get information from from the universe. So I just feel it's a good thing. And it's something that I can live with. And since I'm using it to benefit my life right now, and I am utilizing that energy not to focus on other people's lives, but to better my life, to understand myself better, to heal myself from my generational traumas, and just to better my life. So it was kind of troubling at first because I just thought, okay, I've connected from being a normal person to having this deep, deep, deep knowledge about our, spirituality. How does it even benefit me? Because I don't want to be stuck in this world of spirituality, or living into another dimension. How is it going to help me? Well, it was a question I was asking myself, and then I just once I've asked a question, I always get an answer. So with time, I could get answers unfolding to me. Sometimes, being a normal human being, you could think of manifesting things from your ego level, which is it never ends well, really. Like, I remember I manifested a trip. Uh, it was not authentic. So I got a visa twice, but it's not helping me because it was not my true self. So it was just something that was brought forth by my ego. And now, when you get to that level of your ego guiding you or pushing you into manifesting stuff that you don't want at that or that you don't need at that particular time, things don't always go well. Things don't flow. You always have a blockage. You always have issues. So it's good to just go deep inside, search for your true self, think of the things that will make you really, really happy or better your life at that particular moment. Like, be on the present moment, and it might be a benefit for you. So it's been a crazy journey when you have all this power to manifest anything, but you just can't manifest anything. You have to be authentic. You have to consider other people. You don't have to, to get people into that position or strain them into your benefit. Yeah, just to benefit yourself. It's selfish. Okay, you have to be a little bit selfish, but then again, don't be clingy or just wanting everything for yourself. That is not okay at all. So for me, it's been crazy. It's been very abnormal having this crazy state of mind of getting information, downloading a lot of information from the universe, processing a lot of information in my brain, memory, having his crazy, huge, you know, clear memory. It's been very abnormal. And for real, I've been called crazy before. And I tend to think, you know what, I think I'm crazy. And maybe that's just part of me that I'm going to accept, because if I'm not functioning at that higher gamma state of consciousness, it's a rhythm of mind basically, then I'm very low, not like low in a negative vibe, but very, very relaxed. Sorry. And still, in that state of relaxed state of mind, I still get information. So it is weird and fun at the same time, but I embrace it, and I love the fact that I am connected to the universe, and I get this, I have this privilege to live my life without fear, without worry. Being abnormal, it's just fun for me. So I'm going to continue this on another video because I don't want it to be so long.